On a dark and stormy night, you show up to work, straight tweaking off the zaw. While the entire company is getting the week off, you're forced to work the night shift at Pokey Laboratories. You're an intern. When you get into work for your first night shift, something immediately seems off. Flashlight on, you turn around and realize that maximum security door you came in through has locked behind you. The power must have shut off just as you got in. Great, you think to yourself. Just what I need. Problems. The only way for you to reopen the door you came in through and leave is going to be to turn on all the generators and get power flowing through the facility again. You begin looking around. No one told you everything would be shut down. It is creepy. Before getting to any of the generators, you see that someone left their computer on and unlocked. Instead of turning it off, you decide to look through their entire hard drive. Maybe you will find blackmail material. You notice that one of the files seems to be left intentionally for you to find. What the fuck? A warning, telling you that someone is going to sabotage the transformation experiments and you need to be careful. What is this freaking dude talking about? The message started talking about balls. That was the final straw for you and you left. You use a handheld GPS device to find your way towards the control stations for the generators that need to be turned on. The first one you go to is a breaker.
That was easy.
The next one you go to is the central power core of the facility. Top engineers and academics have spent years designing it to generate power. It is one of the most complex designs of all time. To turn it on, you press and hold down a button. So far, things are going smoothly. Your attention then falls to your flashlight battery, which is dwindling quickly. You need to move. As you walk through the empty, sterilized laboratory hallways, you notice something. Music is playing. Not your usual beats, it's a piano melody. As you get closer to the power station, it gets louder. Finally, you enter the room where the next power station is located. Your heart sinks as you immediately notice something is wrong. A high security door has been breached. The music is loud now, coming from a jukebox next to the entrance. Why would scientists have a jukebox in here? At this point, you notice the capsules on the other side of the breached door. Curiosity once again gets the better of you, and you determine you have to get a closer look. After a closer look, it's clear. Nothing is inside it, you think, before moving on to the second. Goodness gracious, that shivered my timbers. You hurriedly flick a few switches to turn on the power and go to the next station, which is just across the hallway. The next room isn't much better. Someone left a surgical chair and a bunch of pills everywhere. This room is freaky as all heck, so you want to leave. You connect some mounted canister things to giant slots in the side of the metal tech thingy and leave the room. Something is growling at you, and this time it's not that weird kid with the clip-on ears. You run as fast as you can in the other direction. You only saw it for a second, but it almost looked like a yellow man on all fours. You hear its footsteps and aggressive growls growing louder as it gains on you. Thankfully, the facility is filled with high security doors you can open and close. You close the door, closing yourself and the power core off from the rest of the facility. It's at this moment that you remember the message from before said something about balls. Great, now you have a ball. If only you knew how to use it. You decide that you'll just have to wait in your closed off space until someone comes and finds you. So you wait, and try to ignore the flashlight battery running out. You can still hear the snarls from the thing that was chasing you, and it sounds like they're coming from the walls. The creature got your punk ass. Maybe next time you'll think twice before running up on P-Dog's turf.